Kenny, are quarterbacks measured all by wins and losses?
That's the most important thing. As long as we keep doing that, I feel good with where we're headed and the direction that we're going.
Kenny, your numbers are better against the NFC North than others. Is there any reason you
AFC North?
AFC North
Divisional games are big. You want to play your best against the division. Obviously, you want to play your best every game, but those division games, matter more.
Kenny, yesterday Mike T said that there's expectations for you to play a little bit better in the second half of the season. You worded it more eloquently, but when you hear a challenge like that posed by your head coach, how does that inspire you?
Yeah, I don't need the external motivation. I'm pretty motivated internally. I want to play great every game. I'm pushing for that. I'm always working towards that, so I'll keep going that way.
Back to what Jeff was saying a little bit, but just how much extra juice is there in these types of games? Obviously, every game's a big game, but division, hostile environment.
Yeah, divisional games are huge. We're going on the road. Like you said, hostile environment, so it's a good opportunity for our team to come together, working all towards the same goal and get a win. So at the end of the day, that's all we're focused on. We got a couple more days of practice here to get the plan right and then go for it.
Tim, as you go over the tape in these games, is there more to be gleaned from either seeing one-on-ones or throwing more often when there's opportunity?
I'm not sure what you mean.
Are there shots you're not taking or not seeing, and is that where more can be gleaned?
Yes and no. There's times we want to take shots. There's other times we're trying to do some other things. It's kind of whatever the concept is and what we're hunting and what we're trying to do within each play. So obviously you want to take those one-on-one shots when they're there.
The third down to DJ, was that one you
The third down to DJ.
Late third quarter.
Yeah, he beat the guy off the line and adjusted his route. He did a great job of putting his hand up. Obviously, I didn't see him change the route, but still, he had the green light to do that. He beat him so bad off the line that he mailboxed and put his hand up. I just didn't see him adjust the route.
What's the biggest challenge to facing simulated pressures where teams, you have to make those kind of quick decisions, but not only you, but the receivers also have to be able to see that at the same time?
Yeah, it all works together. It's not just the line protecting and me getting the ball out. The receivers got to get their eyes around as well. So it's really three phases when you're talking about getting the football out of my hand. We're all working together on that, and it's big. It's big in practice to see it and then go execute the game.
How much closer do you feel like you guys are to being on all three of those phases compared to where you guys were at the start?
Yeah, we're way ahead. I think the ball is getting out of my hand a lot faster this year. Helping the line out. Receivers doing a great job of getting open. Something that we got to continue to do, especially against great defenses like the one we're facing this weekend.
Kenny, what's the impact of Pat's able to go on Sunday?
Yeah, huge. We'd love to get him back this weekend. There's another aspect that defenses have to respect. Him working the middle and doing different things for us. So really hoping we'll have him back.
Is that something that you guys want to get involved more in the game plan and throwing in the middle, using the middle of the field?
Yeah, absolutely. But if we're one-on-one, the outside, and it's clean out there, that's where we could take our opportunities. Whatever the defense dictates, that's what we want to attack. So we just got to continue to work that way.
I know obviously TJ isn't on the scout team, but how much does it help having a guy like that in the building when you're preparing to go against someone like Myles Garrett?
It's big. It's big. You kind of practice against him in the spring and camp. You kind of understand what you need to do to try and slow those guys down as much as you can and not have them affect practice, and then obviously in the game, Myles. So unbelievable player, elite talent. That we got to try to minimize as much as we can.
Within that same vein, just how challenging is what they do schematically, defensively for you guys?
It's very challenging. They do a lot of different things that can put you in some bad situations. You just got to try to minimize that as much as you can, schematically, or trying to do things to get the ball out of my hand, what have you, whatever it may be, to help our guys out up front. And get open quick and try and get the ball out of my hand.
2 weeks in a row, you guys scored in the first drive, and then later in the game, really got the running game going after playing with the lead. How related do you feel like those two things are?
I think it's big. It's big to start fast. We started fast at home. Now we want to definitely try and do that on the road. It's just a great way to start the game and kind of have a forward step, making that first punch. So I want to continue to do that.
And how do you think this offense is different? Is it in a different place than it was when you saw these guys in week 2?
I do. I think we're maturing, we're growing up, we're getting the running game going, trying to get that balance that we're always searching. We're continue to push for that. But I think where we're at right now with the run game was in a much better place than we played them week 2.
Kenny, you've seen firsthand how defensive guys can change the game. Like TJ, the league MVP award, obviously it's a ways off, but that's typically a quarterback award. Do you think maybe having played with somebody like TJ, that defensive players should maybe get some more recognition in a mainstream award like that?
Yeah, I do. I think they're game changers. You look at the plays they make and the moments they make. I'm just talking for our guy TJ. He makes game changing plays in those most crucial moments. I think that needs to carry a lot of weight. It's just how quarterbacks play in the fourth quarter in 2 minutes, something like that. He does that on the other side and changes games. So glad we got 90.
Mike T said yesterday, when asked about the team, he said, for me and Kenny, the stats don't matter. The score is that's the only way we're judged. Do you feel that way? Do you look at the stats and say, I really do not care as long as the scoreboard says we have more than they do?
I do. The winning is, you got to win at all costs in this game. That's all I truly care about. Of course, you want to light up the stat sheet, but as long as we're getting the wins, I'm okay with that. I sleep good with getting a win. So keep pushing, keep having that mindset. Stay together as a group, and we'll be all right.